I just finished practicing at Rec Park at the range, and before I did this challenge, I was like a range rat. Like, I was here every day, hit about a bucket, but without like much direction or purpose of what I was doing. So then I hit balls today, but I wanted to have the same intensity and direction and purpose that I have at Golf Performance Lab or working with Paul Young or stuff like that. So I said, okay, if I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna hit balls in the range, this is my first time hitting balls in the range during the 100-day challenge. So I'm between days like 6 and 7 now, something like that, I think. Yep, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I'm between 5 and 6 right now. So I was like, if I'm gonna hit balls on the range, I want it to be, you know, with some feedback and actually making progress towards what I'm trying to do. So the first thing I did was I brought out the club with the Ledbetter grip and the club with the Ledbetter grip and the swing guide attached to it, because the two things I'm trying to do with that is Ledbetter grip is giving me a better right hand position, and the Ledbetter grip is giving me a better right hand position and a better grip that keeps me from kind of like stall flipping it at the end and kind of like throwing it towards first base. When I have a better grip, I can kind of post more to the and swing left. And then the swing guide is to get more loaded earlier to kind of hopefully take away the float that happens late, like the late float in my transition. So that was the first thing. And then I noticed, then the other thing I wanted to do to make sure that this was like an intense and productive training, or to give it a better chance of being an intensive, productive training, was I'm using this app that I really like called the BAM video app. So BAM is, I don't know, something in motion. Anyway, it's a BAM video app, and it's a video delay. So basically I had it on a 12-second delay on my phone. It would work much better with like the largest iPad you can find. But on your phone it works pretty good because it's on a 12-second delay, and you can hit balls and then go back and review what you did. Because the other night, last night, as a matter of fact, last night I was practicing, or I got a lesson from Paul, a brief one, like 30 minutes. And after my lesson, I went and I hit some shots, and I was like, oh, this is feeling pretty good. And then I videotaped my swing, and I was like, no, I'm not nearly exaggerating or close to what I thought I should be doing. So that's why today I came out, and I wanted to have this really kind of sharp, dedicated practice. The other thing with that was a friend of mine gave me a suggestion to have more of a pause at the top. So this swing is that pause at the top, a la Xander Schauffele or something like that. And that kind of took some of the wobble out for sure. Like having a little bit more patience is something Tony used to say to me. Kind of getting set up there at the top with the trail arm. And then finally I got into this really good drill where I felt like I was just fully hinging the swing guide onto my wrist without turning at all. So it's like a full hinge where I feel like the butt of the club is going to right over the ball line. And then once it's fully hinged, I kind of wait there for a second, and then I turn back and hit it. So it was a pretty productive practice. About, how long did I do? An hour and 45 minutes, something like that. So we keep going, we'll keep grinding. We're not even 5% of the way through this challenge yet. So I think you guys get the point, but this is the BAM video delay app. Just a note, I have nothing to do with this company. I actually emailed them a couple times saying, hey, I love your app so much, like I want to like promote it or whatever, but no response. Anyways, because I don't think they're really like a golf company, so to speak. They do a lot of like Olympic weightlifting and things like that, where guys will do a squat and then they'll go and watch the rep that they just did, or like a power lift or something like that, you know, in the different kinds of Olympic lifts. So this is what's happening is I have it on, I think, a 8 or 11 second delay. So I'll hit a shot, and then in real time I'll walk back on my phone, and watch how I did. And I kind of like doing that more in regular motion than in slow motion, because in slow motion you can start to pick out things that don't really look great, that are really beyond your control because they happen so fast. And in regular motion you can get kind of more of a general flavor of it. So this whole practice I've been flip-flopping a lot between this swing guide with the Liberator grip on this 50-degree wedge here. So I'm really trying to set it earlier and more straight back, and then make a nice loop that it goes down and through the ball. And I was hitting, you see that was a thumbs up, and then you give yourself a thumbs up to let you know how good it was or how bad it was. So this is good though. It would really work a whole lot better. I have this just on my iPhone 12. It would work a ton better on like the largest iPad you can find. And then like if you have an indoor place or a training place, if you had a Samsung, I think they let you automatically beam it to your TV. But if you have an Apple, I think the only way you can really screencast from your Apple to a TV is through Apple TV. But if you could get this on a really, like the larger the screen, the better. Because I think you'll really start to, like if I could look back and have the screen be basically a full screen TV on its side, like that would really be good. Like let's say like a 60-inch TV, but like on its side, that would really be good. But even like an iPad, pretty close would be good. The phone is just so small, but you can see that the general flavor of the swing is starting to shape up really nicely into something like this. The only thing I should probably add to this kind of practice is then mix in some kind of challenge or competition with myself while I'm doing this. So yeah, it's called the BAM Video Delay app. You can use it for a lot of different things, but I think working on your golf swing works really well. So you can see I'm setting it, coming straight back to the camera and setting it, and then turn and hit. Set, turn and hit. I was hitting it pretty good, but you can see how much weight is still on that back foot. So that's something I got to work on. And then I got to figure out a way to get this stuff to the course, which is going to happen through, I think, a pre-shot routine. All right, last swing. Let's look at this final one. Thanks for sticking with me through this 100-day challenge. I think this was between days 5 and days 6. I think I'm on day 11 now, after traveling to Napa and doing some other stuff. Let's see this final swing. Hopefully it's a good one. Big pause there. Let's see. You got a thumbs up for me? No. Still a good shot though. Bye.